The 3 signs your ex still loves you. Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and a relationship coach. And obviously based on the title of the video, we are talking about the 3 primary signs that your ex is still in love with you. So if you are watching this video, my assumption is that you are probably a little confused right now. You are trying to figure out whether your ex loves you or not, right? They're probably sending you mixed signals. You're not exactly sure how to navigate that, how to read that, how to interpret it, what to do. And what ends up happening in these types of situations is we start to overanalyze. We start to create theories. We start to assume things, right? And one of the things that I say all the time is don't assume. If you start to assume, you are going down a very tricky road. Assumptions are the killer of relationships. They're the destroyers of communication. It's better to have clarity than to not have clarity. But I understand. How are you going to have a clarifying conversation with your ex if you guys are broken up? Right? And we've given you all of these tools and tips and said, hey, keep it casual, keep it relaxed, keep it fun. Don't talk about the relationship. Don't ask any, overly emotional questions. Don't love bomb, all of these things. So it's possible that you're feeling a little bit trapped, not really know which way to go, which is why I wanted to provide you with these 3 primary signs that your ex may potentially still be in love with you, right? So, number 1. One of the primary ones that I see happen quite often is when your ex is reaching out to you often, right, all the time for random things. Nothing in particular, nothing serious. It's more so just like really kind of unimportant, nothing to do with anything, topics, subjects, things, right? Let's just say that. So an example of that would be for if they call you and they say, hey, do you still have that CD that I left at your house 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, right? It's not something that is of substance. It's not something that is, detrimental. It's not something that's going to impact their lives in any particular way. So why even ask the question? Why call to ask about something that is so minuscule when you look at the grand picture, right? Well, it's because they're wanting to get in contact. They're wanting to test the waters. They're wanting to see how you will react if they try to reach out to you and speak to you. It's more so their way of being able to kind of dip their toe in the water and see if they have a chance of getting back with you. Not only that, but it's just their way of also being able to contact you and to speak to you and to have that connection, to feel like maybe there's still something possibly there. Now, the dangerous part about that, or I don't really want to say dangerous, it's more so the confusing part about that is, let's say, for example, your ex is the one that decided to break up with you, right? And you're sitting here being like, well, you're the one that broke up with me, so why are you now investing the time to try to contact me over the most random things? It is also because they may be confused, and common misconception is that if somebody breaks up with you, they don't love you anymore, they don't like you, they're over you, they don't care, but that's not true, right? Breakups can be just as difficult for the person who did the breaking up as the person who was broken up with. They may not necessarily have wanted to completely follow through with the breakup. They may have wanted things to change in the relationship that had not changed for extended periods of time. They may have lost themselves in the relationship and felt like they were in the middle of an identity crisis. There are so many different contributing factors to why a breakup happens, but it would be unfair to assume that the person who did the breaking up, right, if that is your ex, broke up because they don't care. Now, there are circumstances in which your ex does break up with you because they're just over the situation and they want to move on. Yes, that is a factor here. But this video is not about that. This video is about the reasons for why, or the signs that your ex may still be in love with you. So again, to reiterate, number 1, they call you for just random stuff, right? The second one that I see is prolonged conversations. So if you have managed to move past the place where it is just you're angry with each other, there's resentment, you're not speaking to each other, and you come to a place where you're able to be amicable, you've come to a place where you're able to reconnect, and maybe you guys try to formulate a friendship after the breakup, One of the signs that your ex might still be in love with you is if they try to prolong conversations, if they want to speak to you more, if they want to, be on the phone with you for more than 30 minutes, for more than 20 minutes even, right? If the conversations have a tendency of going over into an hour or whatever the case may be, and they're just trying to keep the conversation going. That is because they are enjoying the time that they are spending with you on the phone. That is because there are still some feelings that are lingering there. That is because there is some attachment there. There's memories involved. There's some reminiscing happening. There's the potential of them thinking, did I make a mistake? So by them investing the time into speaking with you and talking with you and really just kind of trying to elongate those conversations, they are probably also trying to figure out for themselves whether this is something that they want to try again. Now, I understand sometimes people feel like that's not fair. Why should that person be doing that to me? They broke up with me. And now I'm in a position where I feel confused. You feel like you're in a position like you have no idea how to maneuver, how to move forward. But that is a decision that you have to make. If this is something that is detrimental to you, if this is something that is impacting you negatively, then it's time for you to set boundaries and understand that maybe this is not the best way to approach the situation. But I digress. The purpose of the video is more so to figure out whether they are in love with you or not, right? So the third thing that I want to talk about, and one of the ones that we see quite often, is trying to make you jealous. If they are actively going out of their way, right? So they're posting on social media, they are, letting friends know of the things that they're doing. Maybe they're out partying all the time and they're documenting it, and they're telling you things like, oh yeah, like I met, this super hot girl at this party, or, this guy asked for my number, just things that are unnecessary, things that somebody wouldn't usually say to their ex unless they were trying to actively get some kind of emotional response out of them, right? If they didn't care, if they were over the situation, if they just wanted to move on, they would not be investing the time in trying to make you jealous about what they are doing. They want to see that you still care. They want to see that they still have an opportunity or a chance to get back with you if they wanted to. And they also are potentially doing that because they just want to show you that they do have the potential or the ability to move on, to be with somebody else. But they want, in essence, you. They want your reaction. So, again, if they didn't care, they wouldn't be investing the time. Now, I'm not saying that that's the most healthy way of approaching this, right? It's not. It's not the best way to try to reattract you or try to get you to come back to them. And that has a lot to do with obviously a level of emotional maturity and where they are as a person and all those types of things. But at the end of the day, that is one of the other signs. So again, just to reiterate, the first one is that they reach out to you for the most random things, right? Nothing that is really of substance. The second one is that they try to prolong conversations. They try to speak to you longer than they should or is normal for what you guys have been doing, right, up until this point. And the third one is they just try to make you jealous. If you guys like this video, if you related to this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. Make sure you leave your comments down below as well. I love to read as many of them as possible. I try to respond to as many of them as possible. I also just like to hear your feedback. If you think that I'm missing something, if you've experienced this before and you can give me some information about your experience and your story and share that with others, that would also be amazing. Maybe you just want to know a little bit more. You want to dive in a little bit deeper. You can visit us at www.withmyexagain.com, where we have a multitude of different articles and blogs and videos related to this subject and many other subjects as well. If you want to book a one-on-one coaching session, you can also do that via the website. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll talk to you soon.